Vedica has been a great journey for me. It helped me come out of my comfort zone and it helped me realize many of my strengths that I never thought I had. I've been a management student all my life. I have done my 10th and 12th from Delhi itself, from Loreto Convent School. And in my school also, I was a commerce student. So as you know, I was inclined towards business studies and accountancy and subjects like these. After my class 12th, I got into bachelor's in business administration, where again I studied more about management. After I completed my graduation, I realized that I lacked some life experiences and like experiential knowledge. I knew all about management, but I wanted to widen my exposure, which is when I started researching about MBA schools. And through one YouTube video, I came across Vedica, and Vedica had to offer what I had thought of and even more. For example, it did have a management side to it, which I wanted to learn more about, but it also challenged me with the liberal arts side that the course offered, which is why I came to Vedica. The shadow experience was very unique to me. For example, for the first time in my life, I was moving out of Delhi. So that was very special to me. I had been born and raised in Delhi, and this for an internship, I was moving out. So I had to deal with a lot of things personally, to deal with the social life in another city, to handle myself on my own. So that was all very new to me. But when it comes to the professional sense of the shadow experience, I think it was different than any other internship that I had done before. In internships, you usually go and you're expected to work on a project or in a particular department. But in shadow, I could just go anywhere and learn from people's personal experiences. For example, my shadow mentor was Neeta Agarwal. She's a CFO at Licious, and she helped me. She basically encouraged me to not just stick with her role, but also go around the company, meet with different leaders from different backgrounds and different positions that they hold in the company. So that is something that helped me grasp an organization as a whole and not just work on a particular project or in a particular department. I would say reimagine in the sense that it helped me broaden my perspective in the terms that I viewed my career, or in the terms that I viewed my career trajectory, so to say. Because I am a fresher, and with my limited knowledge, with my limited interest in the courses that I've studied in my undergrad or at Vedica, I had this view that I wanted to go in this particular field or in this particular department. But when I started working in at Licious and with my mentor who always encouraged me to go to different departments and connect with different leaders, I realized that the things that interested me are not just a part of one department. And I think that is something that you can understand only when you start, when you go to an organization that allows you to go to different departments and understand their working. So I realized that if I'm interested in finance, it is not just a part of the finance department. It is a part of strategy as well. It is a part of marketing as well. So in that sense, I think when I came back after Shadow, I want to explore more roles and I want to sit for different companies during placements as well that offered a variety of roles. I just felt very calm in that moment, but I think it was after I called my parents and after everybody from the hostel was my friends and people who were just living in the hostel. They were all coming to my room to congratulate me. I think it was their excitement that rubbed onto me, and then that made me excited and made me happy for myself. My role at Gartner as a specialist research includes working on Gartner's given methodologies that they've already developed and finding the solutions, coming up with different ideas to find solutions about some of the biggest challenges in the business world that are out there. And with Gartner, I'm really excited because it's such a huge firm, and I will be connecting with senior executives, the academics there, to work on these business problems. So to understand the problems from their perspective and then to work on the methodologies to solve these business problems, it just makes me feel empowered and makes me feel that there's so much out there to learn as well. We not only just talk about the fact that marks are not everything, we actually practice it as well, because in my earlier colleges, whenever we used to get grades like at the end of a semester or at the end of the course, we would just get everybody's grades in one place and anybody could have access to that. While that might be good for fostering competition in a healthy manner, but we do not know if everybody wants to see that, right? If everybody wants to share that with the rest of the cohort. But at Vedica, that is not what happens. We do not get to see each other's grades. It is very confidential, and if anybody does want to know each other's grades, then you can always just go and ask other people, your friends and your classmates. And to add on to that, I think here at Vedica, we are all just working towards bettering ourselves every day through every course and in each semester as well. It is not that we want to be the other person because they got more grades or they are better than us. One of the biggest value adds that Vedica provides is they understand the importance of mentorship. And before coming to Vedica, I thought that this is again a great value add, but I didn't know what it could do to a person, what it could do to transform your career. Basically, you just understand the professional world better through the lens of people who have worked in this profession for a very long time. We have two mentors, the program mentor, which we're connected in the start of the program, and they stay with us throughout. I'm still connected with my program mentor, and I talk to him about everything, about where I'm shadowing. He somehow knew my mentor as well, so he would advise me on how to be in a professional environment. Then he was again one of the first people I told about my placement as well, and he was extremely happy about it. Again, the shadow mentor as well, at an organization where you're completely new, you are connected to a person, an executive level person who can guide you through that organization. So that is a very unique feeling, and that is one of the most important tangibles. Another one is that we get to connect with our professors anytime, and they are also amazing. Yes. My favorite course at Vedica was definitely Principles of Economics, and it was taught by Mr. Pranav Sen. He is hands down my favorite faculty. If you're somebody who's interested in knowing about the economy or from any period, basically, he is your person. He has so many, like, he's been a part of the government as well, so he has so many personal experiences to share. So I really enjoyed all of his classes. Vedica has been a great journey for me. It helped me come out of my comfort zone, and it helped me realize many of my strengths that I never thought I had. I would say that if you are somebody who does not know which function you're inclined towards or which domain you want to go to very specifically, then Vedica is the place for you. You can come here, figure out, because it will give you multiple avenues, multiple mentors where you can discuss these things in a very candid manner as well. It won't all just be academics and like marks oriented or something like that. It would be related to experiences in life. Other than that, I would say that if you are someone who has not gotten a very great CAT percentile, and if you are going to choose a second year or third year B school, then you should definitely come to Vedica, because it is so much better than those schools who are just wanting to be IIMs but they're not there yet. Following that very traditional path towards becoming that, I think then it would be great if you would come to a place like this, which would challenge you to do many different and unique things. Vedica is all about being different, so every day was different from a traditional B school. But if I have to point something, I would say that the one-on-one attention that we get at Vedica was definitely something that other B schools are missing. We had one-on-one connections with the program team, with our buddy mentors, with the program mentors that Vedica provided us. They were specialists from a particular industry that we were connected with. Then there was shadow mentors. So all of these, I think, gave us a lot of one-on-one attention, and we could share anything from our professional problems to our personal problems, and they would always come to our rescue. And another aspect was the liberal arts aspect. I think where most B schools work on building you in a particular function or a domain, Vedica also helps you build your critical thinking, which helps you in every domain. I would just tell you what worked for me. I think wherever you are in life, you can objectively evaluate yourself in terms of skills and achievements and know where you want to be. Then you can bridge this gap, and to transform yourself, I found Vedica. You can find whatever works for you. And if you're looking for an MBA program, I think that would give you the time to understand yourself in a much better manner. Don't just take it as a course, but take an MBA as a life experience, because that's what I did. Well, I do believe that economic equity is the way to empower women, and financial independence is the way to go about it. In India, for every 100 CEOs out there, there's only 3 of them that are women. There'll be boardrooms full of C-level executives, and they'll be all men, and only one woman representing a larger part of the women workforce that is out there. And I want to contribute to changing that fact as much as possible. And for this reason, today I do want to pledge, I want to build a successful and break free career for myself and become financially independent.